What is going on, everyone? In today's episode, we are going to be transplanting out our onions. We multi-sowed these about 2 months ago. Time to put them in the ground. And I'm going to bring you guys along for the transplanting process because I was called crazy, I was called insane, I was called stupid. But we'll see who's crazy, insane, and stupid after this video. Come on, let's go. So when we seeded these onions about 2 months ago, we seeded them in a method called multi-sowing. Now, for those that have watched this channel, you guys know the outcome of multi-sown onions. In fact, multi-sowing onions is not a new method. It's been done for years, if not decades, to get the most efficient spacing when starting seeds. Now, certain seeds can be multi-sown, certain seeds can't. The benefit to multi-sowing onions is you can essentially get 5, 10, 20, or even 25 onion plants in a single container. And that means that in the space that it would normally take up, you're getting incredible efficiency. You're growing essentially what would be an entire flat in maybe like 1 or 2 of these cell packs. So I absolutely love multi-sowing because it just allows us to grow so much in a small area. And a lot of people that have seen this method know that it works. So I'm gonna give you a little spoiler, it works. There's nothing saying that it won't work. But a lot of people that have never seen this method saw how we sowed, I should say, our onion seeds in the early spring, and the amount of comments saying, okay, Luke, you need to do a follow-up when it's time to transplant, because it's just, I'm not grasping the concept. In this episode, we're gonna transplant so you can grasp the concept. Because when your onions look like this, well, they can be transplanted even a little bit sooner. We've got onions at a few different stages here, but they were all sowed about 3 months ago or so. And they're ready to rock. They're ready to go in the garden. And what we're going to do is the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to trim these tops off here, give them a little haircut, because if you don't do that, these tops here are really limp, and you don't want to plant limp tops because it will ultimately pull the onion down. So we're going to come in through here, just pinch off all these. You can take scissors, obviously be the easiest way, but I don't have scissors with me, so we're just tossing them everywhere. That's fine. There we go. So once those are trimmed like that, and I do find it's easier to trim them before I plant them. A common mistake I see gardeners making, and I've made this mistake before as well, is taking them out of the trays and then thinning them once they're in the ground. Now, the only reason why I find it easier to do it right now is because they're standing up nice and tall and compact inside this little cell pack here. Makes pruning the tops way easier. And I've just taken them back by about half to really reduce any of those kinked stems, bent leaves, so that we can really plant a nice, tall, straight onion that's going to transplant better in the ground. So now all we have to do is get it out of the cell pack. When it comes to separating out your onions, it is quite literally as simple as taking them out of the container and gently squishing and working your fingers from the bottom to start loosening those bottom roots there. Then from there, we can quite literally take the onions and just pull them free. It feels like a magic trick. And it's really incredible because onions have such a wiry root system. It allows you to just remove them from the root ball, and you're going to damage a couple teeny tiny little roots. But at the end of the day, not many roots are actually damaged. Not enough to make a big difference. Not enough to justify putting them in a single cell like that. I'd much rather multi-sow. And as I said, multi-sowing is by far the best way to get the most plants in a small area, because we are getting, I'm not even counting, but we're getting all of these onions in the same space. There we go. So now that we have our essentially little onion plants that are bare root here, we can go ahead and transplant them. That's so important when you're transplanting, that this right here is the neck of the onion. This little bit right here, that is the actual onion bulb. That's the head of the onion. Head, neck, leaves. It is so important when we plant that we do not plant any deeper than the top of the head. And because if you plant it deeper than top of the head, up into the neck, as the onion forms, it's going to squeeze, it's going to compress in, and you're going to end up with a smaller onion. Even when it's small like this, it's so important. It's going to seem very top heavy, but that's why we trimmed the tops off, right? We trimmed the tops off to make it less top heavy so it can stand up even when it's only buried about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch deep. When it comes to planting out your onions, it's super important to get the spacing right. Too close and they're going to be far too crowded, and too far apart and you're just really wasteful on space, and you open up the bed to weed pressure. So what we've done here is we've gone and spaced out our holes. We've pre-made our holes here where all of our onions are going to go, at least for this variety. And we've spaced them out 5 inches apart. So we've spaced 5 inches apart this way and 5 inches apart this way. So essentially it's 5 inches in all directions where we're going to be spacing out our onions. And we made the holes far deeper than that 1/4 inch, because what we're going to do is we're going to take our onion and we're going to get those roots down in there first, and then the head of the onion. And as you can see, it is now standing. You do have to account for those roots, otherwise you'll have a really shallow hole. So we are going to get those roots down in there, then the head of the onion. And we are not planting any deeper than the top of the white. When you start to see the white transition to green, you gotta stop, because that's the neck of the onion. Just like that. So simple. So simple. Now we've gone ahead, we're growing in pure compost, but we did fertilize with Trifecta Plus. This bed has Trifecta Plus worked into the whole bed. We did about 1 cup every probably 10 square feet. So we did 2 cups worth of Trifecta in this whole bed here. We're gonna take our onions, put them in. Another thing that you're going to probably want to do when you plant your onions is you may want to make sure that you have enough sulfur. Now, using a powdered sulfur is great. Any type of root crop can benefit from sulfur because it prevents the roots from rotting during wet conditions, especially in early spring. Early spring and late fall, excess soil moisture will be your nemesis. So depending on how the season is going, I will sometimes take a powdered sulfur, dust the top, and that will really help to cut down on the rot issues, potential rot issues. It basically just makes the soil slightly more acidic. And obviously always, if you're going to, consider doing a pH test first so you don't mess something up. But I find if you're growing with pure compost has about a pH of 7. It's fairly neutral. So if you make it slightly acidic, it's going to be totally fine. In fact, in some cases, your plants will even prefer that. I'll tell you what, it makes planting so quick and easy when you've pre-trimmed the tops, you've pre-made your holes, and you've taken the tops off so that they're standing up straight. Makes planting an absolute breeze. Another great thing too with onions is it's almost impossible to kill them. The other really nice thing about planting out onions is how forgiving they are. I think, people come to me and they say, Luke, I'm a beginning gardener. What should I consider growing? It always surprises people when I say onions, because they have a look on their face like, what did he say?
What did he say?
The reason why I say onions is because of the forgiveness factor. And I'm not kidding you. If you were to take this onion plant right here with the roots exposed, accidentally just drop it on top of the soil, for whatever reason, onions they're just built differently. There's some crops, if you look at them wrong, if you had a bad thought about them, they'll go ahead and just die. They'll just die. And with onions, they will sometimes root just like that if you happen to drop them on the soil. I've had garlic do the same. I think any crop in the onion family is kind of the same. You set them on the soil, forget about them. You'll come back in 1 or 2 weeks. They'll be rooted. The leaves will be pointing back up to the sky. They might not grow the best, but they're not dying. And so essentially, you do the bare minimum to make sure these do not die. You do the bare minimum. Just give them a little water, some fertilizer, good loose soil. They are going to thrive. Tomatoes are great. They're kind of everyone's go-to crop. But if you're looking for a beginner-friendly crop, it blows my mind that people don't consider onions, because onions are not hard at all. And that's about it. I'm just gonna finish planting out the rest of this onion bed here. I hope that you all, I know that it's obviously too late to multi-sow your onions right now, because obviously most of you already are ready to plant out your onions or already have planted out your onions, and I understand that. You have to understand that we're here in Michigan and we've had a very cold spring. Because of that, our garden's definitely a little bit later than we would have normally. By a little bit, I mean like a month. And so I hope that you guys will earmark this video for next year, share it with your friends, add it to a playlist, and revisit it next year. When you sow your onions, it is so easy. Throw in 25 seeds into a 3-inch pot. We've got videos on how to multi-sow your onions as well. Very easy to find. We've done them basically every year. We multi-sow our onions like this. And so you can go find those videos if you have any questions, but it's so simple to do. This is the result. Pull them apart, separate them, make your holes, trim the tops, throw them in the ground. I promise you, I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. I'm not insane. It really works, and you'll grow so many more onions that you'll say to yourself, why didn't I think of that? Or, that's genius. And to that, I would say, don't give me credit. I did not come up with it. It's not my method. It's just called multi-sowing. It is very easy to do, very, very effective, and very efficient. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you all learned something new. Like I said, I'm gonna plant out the rest of this onion bed. We're gonna get growing. All right, so I'll catch you guys later on the next episode. As always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, reminding you to like this video if you did enjoy, subscribe, and we'll catch you all later. See ya, bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, consider clicking this one. You'll probably enjoy it just as much. I wanna thank you for your viewership, because without it, this channel would not be as amazing as it is. Also, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It's free, and we upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. We also have vegetable seeds, fertilizer, or tools. If you need any of those, consider visiting MIgardener.com. Links will be in the description box below. We've got you covered. And as always, we'll see you all in the garden. Take care.